And it turned out that that response, surprisingly, was associated with the highest levels of autonomic arousal. And this
right. So, but that would be heart rate activation, particularly
heart rate activation and a change in what it's called the so-called gamma wave activity in the insula. We had electrodes in the insula, and what we found was that people who were willing to lean into that challenge, the insula took on essentially a change in its activity patterns, this gamma pattern. The heart rate increased, breathing increased, sweating increased. So these are all the marks of an anxiety attack. But here, if you were to just look at the behavior of the person or the animal, what you'd find is that they were marching forward toward their fear. This is and so then...
That's voluntary exploration.
Right.
So now you did an animal study with mice where you showed, if I remember correctly, that the mice that were showing tail flicking, which was a prodroma to that exploratory activity, showed a particular form of brain activity that if you replicated with stimulation was more potently reinforcing than sexual stimulation.
Right. So here's where the surprise came, the additional surprise came in. We thought, okay, wow, well, there are animals, these mice will tail flick in response to a threat, which is essentially saying, come on, let's go, let's fight, whereas other animals would retreat. And that tail flicking paralleled with in the human studies with people being confronted with it. For someone who's scared of heights, to go through a virtual reality scenario of being up on a high beam between buildings might not sound like a big deal to the average video gamer or to you and me, but is an absolutely terrifying experience for those people. But a subset of them will just march out onto that platform, or will even explore jumping off the platform with the understanding that it's virtual and get very scared, but they will do it.